My wish was to meet Translucent. That was my only wish. He's my hero.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the shows that succeeded in expanding on or making changes to the stories they were based on. Consider this your spoiler warning.
This is the way Portugal and Spain carved up the New World.
Number 10, The Leftovers.
I wanted to hold them. And then I started to lose them.
Based on the 2011 novel of the same name, The Leftovers depicts the lives of people in the aftermath of a rapture-like disappearance of some of the world's population. The first season follows the events of the book relatively closely, although there are some changes to the career of Kevin Garvey.
Am I awake?
You are now, Chief.
Later seasons expand on the cast's stories in new and often existential ways, creating original arcs unique to the TV series. Additionally, the overall tone of the show is bleaker in general, and more emphasis is placed on the characters' grief at their loved ones' departures.
What are you doing here?
I live here now.
Number 9, The Handmaid's Tale.
My husband was Luke. My name is June.
This dystopian TV series is based on Margaret Atwood's award-winning novel. The debut season of The Handmaid's Tale sticks fairly close to the book, albeit with some changes. In the book, we never learn Offred's real name. She tells us in the final moments of the show's first episode that her name is June. The season ends with a similar cliffhanger of Offred being taken away in a van.
Whether this is my end or a new beginning, I have no way of knowing. I've given myself over into the hands of strangers.
However, every season after is new material, with entirely fresh character arcs playing out on screen and even more depths for the leaders of Gilead to sink to.
You will bear children for them. Oh, you are so lucky!
Number 8, Justified. Taking inspiration from stories by Elmore Leonard, Justified primarily crafts its own narrative. It builds off the Fire in the Hole short story with attention and care.
Look at you. A suit, a necktie, looking good. Looking like a lawman.
Despite expanding significantly on its source material, with plenty of new characters and original arcs, Justified has been hailed as being incredibly truthful to the tone of Leonard's work. Timothy Olyphant made the Raylan Givens character his own, to Leonard's delight.
Now as I'm raising my weapon, I hear all my ammo hit the ground. Hopefully I got one in the chamber, but you can bet your life on that.
The down-to-earth way the characters speak has also been praised. The show even inspired Leonard to write more material featuring Raylan Givens and characters original to the TV show. Now that's impressive.
Normally, I would have just shot you myself the second you pulled, but I am doing my level best to avoid the paperwork and the self-recrimination that comes with it.
Number 7, Watchmen. While many TV adaptations attempt to translate the source material to the screen, Watchmen is more like a straight-up sequel.
Cavalry's back. 3 years of peace, and we convinced ourselves that they were gone.
The series picks up with many of the surviving characters from Alan Moore's graphic novel, illustrating the effects the dramatic events of the original had on the world. However, it also incorporates all new stories and conspiracies.
Wow. I gotta tell you, man, you have a fantastic imagination.
The Watchmen show also delves into the past. It touches on both overlooked historical events as well as fleshing out the backstories of previously mysterious side characters, like Hooded Justice. With a cliffhanger ending, we were keen to see the new directions Watchmen could have gone.
What?
Number 6, Dexter.
My name is Dexter. Dexter Morgan. I don't know what made me the way I am, but whatever it was left a hollow place inside.
This iconic crime drama is based on a series of novels. The show's first season about the serial killer who targets other killers sticks fairly close to the first book. However, there are some key differences, like LaGuerta dying early in the book and Deb learning about her brother's criminal activities much later in the show.
How are you so perfectly prepared to kill Travis?
What do you mean?
The plastic wrap? You just happen to have that with you?
The show also does not feature a supernatural origin to Dexter's Dark Passenger. While its later seasons didn't receive as much acclaim, for much of its run, Dexter tells plenty of darkly compelling stories of its own.
I'm a serial killer. Oh, God.
Number 5. What We Do in the Shadows. While it's based on the New Zealand mockumentary film of the same name, the show is definitely its own thing.
You're such a mystery. You say you're from Tucson, but you talk all fancy and Europe-like.
This is the way we talk in Tucson, Arizona.
Although set in the same universe, some movie characters even make a guest appearance. The series follows an entirely different group of vampire roommates.
Vampires, werewolves. Give me a moment to find the relevant passage.
These dysfunctional and hysterical vamps have their own unique clashes with each other and the modern world. The show even develops original monsters, like energy vampires. We've all met at least one of these daywalkers.
I think the new girl is an emotional vampire. They're an advanced form of energy vampire.
No matter what the medium, What We Do in the Shadows is hilarious. Number 4, The Boys.
No offense, you got a warrant or something?
Well, if you got nothing back there, then you got nothing to worry about, right?
Both this Amazon superhero show and the comics it's based on are full of shocking and dark storylines. However, the series tones down some of the more graphic and cruel elements from the source material, while also delving further into the characters. Some of the cast also changed genders in the adaptation, such as Stormfront.
Stormfront may be 100 years old. What's even more incredible, we have authenticated photos showing Stormfront with Nazi high command.
Perhaps one of the biggest changes is that the titular boys don't obtain superpowers themselves on a regular basis. This helps raise the stakes in their fight against Supes and makes them feel more relatable. While the showrunners may have mixed and matched elements from the comics, the show is generally better for it and arguably surpasses its origins.
Oh, no. I'm the upgrade.
Number 3, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Don't take this the wrong way, but... Ow! What are you doing here? 5 words or less.
It took a second go-round to make the version of Buffy the Vampire Slayer that creator Joss Whedon wanted. Although the series was based on Whedon's script for the 1992 film, the show took the concept of a high school girl empowered to fight vampires and ran with it. While the series retains the humor, it goes much darker with the material and doesn't shy away from drama either.
The coroner's coming.
What?
I have to tell Dawn. She's at school. I'll go there.
The cast and lore are much expanded as well. The TV series proved hugely influential on many supernatural teen shows that followed it, and it has even spawned comics that extend the story further. It's a credit to how great Buffy is that people often forget there was even a movie.
Are you sure? Now, this is not going to be pretty. We're talking violence, strong language, adult content.
Number 2, Game of Thrones.
They say it can't be killed.
Do you believe them?
No, my lord. Anyone can be killed.
Look, we know it's pretty universally agreed that this epic fantasy series started to fall off once the creators ran out of a Song of Ice and Fire books to adapt. We're not arguing that, even if there are a few great moments in later seasons. But in focusing on the negative, people often forget many of the clever changes and additions made in the adaptation.
I'm not paid by the Lannisters.
No. Fancy sword you got there. Where'd you get it?
Younger characters were aged up. Additional scenes between characters who never met were added, and entire battles were created. Arya and Tywin's relationship. Brienne versus the Hound. Chaos is a ladder.
Chaos. A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all.
Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder.
These weren't George R.R. Martin originals, folks. Without these additions to the source material, many fan-favorite moments would be lost. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Westworld. The themes, acting, and action all go deeper than the film.
The divine gift does not come from a higher power, but from our own minds.
The Man in the High Castle. TV gives more time to flesh out this alternate history.
You are a skeptic? Invading the West is one thing, mein Führer. Holding it is another.
Reacher. Jack Reacher is more likable and the supporting cast is fleshed out.
Now you only have to take the sleazy adjacent jobs you want to take.
I'm speechless.
That's a first.
House of Cards. Unlike the previous books and series, this one came across the pond.
When was the last time they added a partner?
It's been a while.
Well, they know a winner when they see one. Remy was the best press secretary I ever had.
Why'd you let him go?
I didn't. They stole him away.
Battlestar Galactica. It's hard to find something this reimagining didn't do better than the original.
How, why, doesn't really matter now. What does matter is that as of this moment, we are at war.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. MASH.
Well, everybody knows war is hell.
Remember, you heard it here last.
War isn't hell. War is war and hell is hell. And of the two, war is a lot worse.
Based on a film which was itself based on a book, MASH is among the most popular American television shows ever made. Set during the Korean War, the TV series may include a few of the characters from the film, but it diverges significantly from it. The film had a darker tone than the television series that would follow it, although as the sitcom went on, it dealt with similar themes and leaned into dark comedy.
I simply cannot eat the same food every day. Fish, liver, day after day. I've eaten a river of liver and an ocean of fish.
During its long run, it was able to grapple with America's role in contemporary conflicts, including the Vietnam War. The changes made to MASH helped ensure its status as one of television's landmark shows.
I comprehend, okay? Death, or worse.
Besides my life, Frank wants my virginity.
We all do.
If only I'd known.
Is there a TV show that exceeded its origins that we forgot? Share your favorites in the comments.
Who taught you how to do that?
No one.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.